to a brand new video. In case you guys are new to the channel, just find this video for the first time, my name is Sam Okunola. I am a 16 to 20 year, depending on who's counting, 16 to 20 year natural bodybuilder. I've been bodybuilding for the last 20 plus years. In the last 3 or 4 years, I just switched to the hybrid space where I've ran multiple half marathons, full marathons, ultra marathons. This year, I've done 3 ultra marathons, 50 miler, 100 miler, probably to say that DNF, the Crazy Mountain 100, just a couple of weeks ago. The first park for our first long run, at least an attempt for our first long run back. So this video, I thought I'd take you guys through my first long run and talk about what are the next plan for the rest of the 2025 for me. And one of the biggest challenges for most people when they get bored when it comes to goals and they don't know what to do is because you never sat down and actually plan out everything that you have or you wanted to do for the rest of 2025. And that's something that I've learned over the last 15 plus years. I've encouraged a lot of clients to do. I encourage you to do. When you find yourself getting bored and like, man, I just don't know, what's going on. That's because you never sat down and actually defined what your goal is. Sometimes your goals will have to change the longer you do that thing. So fortunately for me, my goal hasn't changed. My goal is still to empty my tank. And for the rest of 2025, I still fully plan to empty my tank. But first, like I said, we got a long run today. How many miles I'm gonna go? I just don't know yet. See, back in my younger days, in case a lot of you guys don't know, I am 41. I'll be 42 in December. Back in my younger days, it's very easy to just swing your legs. I'm like, okay, good. And I'm just ready to go for a run. Not anymore because the body is not what it used to be. And that's something I wish I did I wish I did more when I was younger. So before we get this run, first, the trip right here, just for the soft tissue. And the new shoe that I'm running in, I've put this on Instagram. Get closer and show you. So the new shoe I'm rocking is the Asics Nimbus 24s, I believe these are. I ran for the first time with this on the last couple of videos that you guys just saw on vacation, and I really love these pair of shoes. Again, for 213 pounds of this morning, we'll talk about that at the end of this video. I love Max cushion shoes. So again, I'm still a huge fan of the New Balance X-Mo V4, but these have been, incredibly good for my feet. And speaking of feet, let's talk injuries. So some of the injuries that I've been dealing with in the last couple of months has been plantar fasciitis. At least I thought it was plantar fasciitis. Just to find out the last couple of weeks ago, it's not really plantar fasciitis. It's perennial tendinopathy. You have a pain right under the perennial nerve, and your perennial nerve goes all the way to the nerve that runs across the lateral side of your shin. That goes all the way right here. So I think what happened is, I played soccer all through high school, and I've had a lot of situations where I rolled my ankle a lot, which inflamed. It's not fully torn, which inflamed. It's a little bit gentle to the touch at times, which is a little bit inflamed. So sometimes that nerve can run through and can run underneath your feet. And so post run, I feel good. After the run, that's when the pain kind of it could be local around this area, or sometimes shift underneath my feet. And that's something that was kind of given the illusion of maybe it might be plantar fasciitis. So now that we have a full diagnosis and an accurate diagnosis, so I've been using a lot of treatment. The treatment that I've been following is from my chiropractor, essentially just dry needling and working on my lateral side of my feet. And yeah, I've been seeing a slight relief. So I'm just, hoping the next couple of weeks here, as I continue with the treatment, it's definitely start to feel a lot better. So one other thing that I noticed again for the last 2+ years of running, especially in the ultra spaces, post ultra marathon running, granted you are going to experience some sort of cough. It's called the especially depending on how high of an altitude that run is. And unfortunately for me, the last few runs that I've done has high elevation, like for instance the last Crazy Mountain that I did. Crazy Mountain sits around 6,000 feet of elevation, where I am right now for a Spark in St. Louis. You are essentially at sea level. On a good day, you're looking at maybe 300 feet above sea level. So when you get to that level, and you run and you exert a lot of energy and expose yourself to a lot of dust, you can definitely induce or create that feeling of just like cough post run. I've posted a lot of videos post run, getting out of the car, and one of the biggest comments that I typically get is like, bro, that cough does not sound good. And I agree, it doesn't sound good, which leads me to what I'm about to share with you guys. I notice I am a mouth breather, especially when I'm doing a lot of exertive activity like running. Instead of breathing through my nose, out through my mouth, I am a mouth breather. And one of the key points I want to share with you, if you are a runner, one of the things that you definitely want to work on getting better at is your breathing. It's a low hanging fruit. If you can manage to control your breathing, you are going to be in a good position for you to actually perform better. So, which leads me to what I am about to use right now. So, this is Numa tape. This is not a sponsored video by any means. It's one of my buddy that just sent this to me because I think it's going to be something that's going to be super efficient and beneficial for me. And why? Because when obviously especially if you have somebody having maybe a deviated septum and pneumo tape, I know you've been seeing a lot of people using this. Yes, it became trendy. Some people don't need it, some people need it. I for sure I do need it. So putting that here and just opening up my nasal cavity is going to be very helpful. Another key tip that I'm going to be using is called the mouth tape. And the difference between this mouth tape is actually has a nice little gap here that kind of allows you to kind of just at least breathe a little bit, unlike some other tapes out there that just fully shuts your lips and you don't have any opportunity to kind of just breathe. So I just want to share that with you guys. In case you don't know, like your nose is supposed to be that filter that clears out all the dirt, all the dust particles that you typically, inhale. But in my case, when you are a mouth breather and you're like you're inhaling all the dust and the particle in your nose is not doing the job that it needs to do. So it's, again, do you need a mouth tape? No, but it's that it can create that proprioception feeling of you being in a position where you're like, okay, and just cues you to actually breathe with your nose instead of your mouth. Right, that run was a lot harder than expected. Finished that run, was hoping for double digits, but only got 6 miles, and I'll put the details on the screen for you. I finished the 6-mile run 56 minutes and 54 seconds at a pace of 9:29 pace. And again, two things I want to share with you again. I've said this over and over again. I just did a reel that I'm posting on Instagram. I just want to share that with you guys again. If you are new to running, 2 things that you can focus on right now that's going to make you a better runner. One is a run walk strategy. Breaking news: some of your favorite running influencers or favorite influencers do walk in between runs sometimes if they need to. So you that just getting started running, you shouldn't be obsessed with, oh, I don't want to walk because I'm focusing on my pace or mile pace. Pace per mile should be the last thing you should be focusing on. You should focus on the miles on the feet, trying to build in total mileage under your feet. Then you can start to introduce maybe some speed work and focusing on maybe pace per mile. Then strategy number 2 is cadence. Cadence is very important. It's key. It's very paramount. I know it's going to be harder when you first started getting into running because, again, the higher the cadence, potentially the faster you are going to be going. But you want to strive to focus and you want to strive to fit into that 160 to 180 range. And what I mean by that is the less contact your feet is making to the ground, the less force your body is going to be absorbing, the less energy that your body is using to propel you forward. So pulling your feet off the ground and feeling that feeling of like you're falling forward is a great strategy to start to think about once you start getting into running. So those are the 2 things I focus on, and I was not focused on trying to be better or trying to speed up. Again, it's a long time. Yeah, it's a long race that I'm focusing on, not just in trying to get better today to satisfy my ego. So I just want to share that with you guys. But 6 miles done. I think I'm gonna finish the rest on a bike later today, maybe like an hour or so on a bike, just to get that stimulus, keep going, and running. And let's go home and talk about what the rest of the 2025 goal is gonna be looking like. Right, so I promised I was gonna break down everything I'm doing for the rest of the year, but when I get home, but I'm actually not home right now, and 2, it's been a few days since almost a week since I recorded that, because I feel like 1, I knew I was where I'm at right now, and I thought that would tell a better story of what I have going on for the rest of the year, and yeah, I'm excited. If you've been following this channel for a while, you probably have an idea when you see it, like, oh yeah, duh, because we've been following for a while, so we know exactly what it's doing. I don't want to be one of those people that's going to be secretive, but I got to keep you guys, on your toes a little bit and kind of just give you something to look forward to. So I just got home. I'm going to do some client check-ins because clients are still important, because I'm still a coach, and because you guys don't know, it's really 10:39 where I'm at right now. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. We might go for a run in the morning, and then I'm gonna be sharing more about where I'm at, what I'm doing first in California for only 48 hours before I head back to St. Louis in a couple of days. And super excited, super excited. I think it's going to propel me and give me the fire that I need for the things that I have coming up at the end of the year. Client check-ins, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. I look disgusting. I just went downstairs and ran 2 miles. Yeah, which we'll talk about some of the things that I've been dealing with in the last couple of days, couple of weeks. Again, I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. The injuries that I've been sort of dealing with is still occurring, and I'm dealing and addressing that. But yeah, so real quick, again, I don't want to drag this too long. I just want to let you guys know what I'm here for. So I'm in Fresno, California, to be the guest poser for the WNBF Central State show. Fun fact, in case you guys don't know, especially if you've been following for a while, or maybe just start following me, I am a bodybuilder. I've been bodybuilding for the last 20 plus years, and I've mentioned that in videos in the past. So, which is going to translate into some of the things that I'm working on as part of my fitness goal for this year. This year, I'm living literally the hybrid experience, trying to stay jacked, trying to remain jacked while running all the miles, which is something that's almost, very challenging for most people. But I want to prove to myself and hopefully prove to you guys by collecting a lot of data at the end of this whole process, at the end of the year, just collect the data and show you things that I've learned, things I want to improve on. But this year, yes, stepping back on stage again, bodybuilding. I've not been on stage in 2 years. I thought that was my last time, but truly, the big announcement is this is my last time stepping on stage, and I'll talk more about that at the end of the video, why this will be my last time stepping on stage. But yeah, that's why I'm in Fresno for, California, to be the guest poser. If you know what guest poser is when you have people competing, you have an intermission, you have somebody that's well established, or like myself, not to brag or to my own horn, I have won 16 plus bodybuilding shows overall, not placed, overall shows, and a world champion bodybuilder, natural bodybuilder. So I think I'm worthy of the guest posing slot. And I think one thing I'm trying to do more is, talk my shit, brag about myself, because, put respect on my name, so to speak. But that's what I'm doing in Fresno. So I just ran 2 miles on the treadmill, and treadmill is a little bit easier to adjust. And I think one thing I'm realizing or doing also here is just to give myself grace and not just trying to chase the miles. And I take my own advice as a coach when I coach clients, like, hey, take my own advice as a coach, reduce the mileage if I need to, just to give myself an opportunity to get better and to heal a lot faster. Anyways, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to shower now, do a quick client check-in. I did a client check-in yesterday, like you guys just saw. Some client check-ins, because Saturday is my main client check-in. Take a shower. I'll show you guys a quick physique update, maybe, or you guys are just going to see what I look like on stage. And yeah, so let's have a day. I'm going to take you backstage, see, I'm actually helping one of my buddy, Chris Bearcat, also too, just to help him sort of, handle one of his clients that's competing today. She looks phenomenal, but she can get in her own head sometimes. So I just want to be there as that comfort, like, hey, calm down, you look great. Because show day is one of those days where, you can get in your own head. So let's start the day. Can I get a venti Americano with 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, egg white roasted red pepper, and a banana, walnut, and pecan loaf? That should be all. Heading to the venue right now, of course. Had to go grab coffee, some fuel for the day, because your boy is tired. Did not get into late last night, like I mentioned. So coffee, head to the venue. All right, just busted out the 10mm lens. So this is super wide. I'm vlogging with this for the first time. I'm still waiting for the ND filter to come in. But yeah, let me know if you guys how you guys like this compared to the previous ones that I shared. But anyways, so yeah, coffee secured. This is my go-to. Normally to the Americano or some sort of cold brew, there's no additional like creamer. And fun fact, the reason why most people, especially if you're for my fellow dads out there, take a look at your liquid calories. That's where your your fat loss typically goes to die. But again, plain coffee, 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, and of course you guys heard what I have there. So this is the egg bite right here. I was super hungry and I had to chow that one. So that is what I'm having. And also I ordered this banana bread right here. And the reason why so just a little context again, one thing I'm going to be doing moving forward again, because I'm going to be competing, I want to bring you guys along throughout this whole process, is sharing like, tips again how I'm navigating nutrition, because again I want one thing I'm doing on social media, which I think is an opportunity for me to talk to you guys about this. One thing I'm trying to do on social media now is I want to be very intentional about what I post, because I want to talk to the ideal people that I want to help in terms of like their fitness journey, and those are men, busy men, entrepreneurship, busy men, busy entrepreneurs. Maybe you've been in shape before in the past, then you got a job, then all of a sudden you let yourself go, and it's been very hard for you to get back in your fitness journey. Dads, because I've been single, I work in a corporate field, 9 to 5, and at the same time I'm a dad also too, and I'm still able to stay on top of my fitness, and I am a full-time coach too. So I do all that at the same time I'm able to stay on top of my fitness goal, and not because I have this extra additional hour in the day. It's just because I've been able to build a set of systems that I use and replicate that's giving me the result that's made fitness automatic for me. So throughout my content, again, yes, I'm a hybrid athlete. Yes, I run ultras. I'll be sharing that. Those are aspirational content, things I'm doing to challenge myself. But at the same time, I want to give you some tips and be able to help you and give you some quality feedback, so you can apply that to your areas of your life too. So again, I'm giving you the rationale of why I'm grabbing this what I ordered, because again, let's be honest, a lot of you guys don't really have the time to make food or prep. So can you go out and grab food and still be on top of your fitness? Yes, I'm showing you how you can. And again, it's by doing things like, I'm gonna grab egg white right here because I don't have the time and I'm traveling, I'm on the road. But the banana bread, where you might consider this, look, falling apart, that you might consider that not to be quote unquote healthy, that's probably the only thing I'm going to be eating, again, because I'm competing yet, I'm stepping on stage and I don't want to be bloated or anything like that. So I'm controlling like liquids a little bit too, so I guess coffee and a little bit of liquid. That's what I'm doing there. So that's what I'm eating. I'm gonna go into the arena right now. Awesome place, by the way, good lighting, and see how the show's going, and I'll be showing some other clips on here too. Man, I really like this lens. Right, so back at the hotel. So what we did after the hotel, back to the hotel room. What we did after the hotel was we went to this Korean barbecue place with my client, Samir. Samir, somebody that I've coached. I put some clips, some pictures on the screen for you guys. I've coached for quite some time now, and is somebody that he's a fun guy to work with. He's local to around this area. The first time I actually met him was a couple of years ago, a year and a half ago, when I came here to guest post, and we sparked up a conversation, and eventually hired me for 12 weeks, and it crushed the 12 weeks. And it's just cool to kind of, sometimes, especially when you coach a lot of people from the this space right here, it's very hard for you to meet people in person. So when I had the opportunity to definitely, meet them over dinner or just grab some food, of course, I couldn't missed that opportunity. But anyways, I just want to sit down real quick and kind of just talk about what the plan is for the rest of the year. So my plan for the rest of the year, like I said, is going to be competing, and this is going to be my last time competing on stage. And I'm very, very sure, when I told people at the bodybuilding show today, they were like, no, there's no way this is going to be a last time. You say that all the time, like, no, truly, this is my last time competing. So for the rest of the year, I have competing at the WNBF Mayhem. And the reason why I feel it's very appropriate for me to end my career, my bodybuilding career here, is because most of Mayhem is actually my first WNBF show that I actually won, and that was arguably one of my best look. And I think it's very appropriate that at the end of the year, what I'm trying to do with my physique right now is to be able to not only surpass my look, which is going to be hard to do in just a short amount of weeks that I have, but again, like I always say, if it doesn't challenge me, the excitement to do something is not really there. So I'm super excited to give that a challenge and be able to try to crush that goal this year. So not only am I going to be competing, I'm also going to be running marathon. Initially, I was going to do Chicago, but at this point, because I'm still dealing with my perennial tendinitis issue, that is not looking good. I was going to do Chicago. I'm still going to be in Chicago because I'm doing Brooks event in Chicago with Brooks, which I'll be there. Some community activation for Brooks. But I got a bib sort of through charity with New York City Marathon that I will be doing. I need your help to be able to register and to be able to run New York City Marathon, because I need to get fundraiser. It's an incredible fundraiser organization that I'm fundraising for, and I will need your help to be able to make sure we raise all the funds that we need to be able to go ahead and raise the New York City. But let's talk about the challenge with the race, though. The challenge of racing New York is it's going to be the week before the WNBF Mayhem. If you don't know what I'm talking about, like literally the last thing you want to do the week before a show is run a marathon. But like I said, if it doesn't have a high probability of failure, I do not want any part of it. And this is going to have a high probability of failure, and that excites me to at least see if we can do that. And I'm very happy to announce I'll be collaborating with my buddy, my friend, my good friend, where we might potentially be doing a podcast together soon, Chris Barricade. I'm super excited to be able to do that with him. And yes, he's going to be coaching me all. It's also helping me in terms of taking an advisory position, because the contest prep, again, coaches need coaches one, and the contest prep is going to be one of those things where I need a second eye, so I don't overthink things, or at least validating what I'm thinking in my head I need to do, and that's just going to make the whole experience a lot easier for me. So that's why I keep telling people, yes, if you're struggling to lose body fat, and you're struggling to kind of just be your best version of yourself, your dad, hiring a coach might be the best opportunity for you, because you don't understand the kind of brain bandwidth and the capacity that has to go with, okay, what should I cut my calories? How many cardio should I be doing? And trying to figure all that out can be overwhelming to the point where you say, fuck it, I'm just not going to do it. So hiring a coach to just do the thinking for you so you can focus on the execution might just be one of the best things you can do for yourself. You're actually going to get you to the goal a lot quicker, a lot sooner, if the goal matters that much to you. So I'm super excited. That's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the year. And I will be doing a full video on why I'm done bodybuilding and what I'm using this bodybuilding for to propel me into some of the things that I want to do. If you find yourself being bored, you're just bored, you feel like the excitement is not there, maybe you haven't spent the time to actually think about the goals that you are trying to work towards. My goals for 2026 already excite me, and I'm starting to work towards those goals right now in 2025 because I'm just that excited about it. So my encouragement to you, if you're out there and you're trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to do? Why I'm not super excited about the goal? Think about the goal. Is that a goal that really matters to you? Is that a goal that you really, really want? Because if you really want that goal, you're not going to wait for the calendar day to start your goal. You're going to start right now, because the more time you can work towards that goal, the better and the higher probability you are going to have to succeed at that thing. So that is the video for you guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, I know this video was all over the place. Hopefully the way I'm going to edit this video, I've not edited this video yet, is nice and cohesive enough that's worthy of your attention. But that's the video for you guys today. I'm be flying out to pack up, finish some of the client works again, because I've been doing client works all the time, and I have to get my flight in the morning. I fly out of here at 5:30 in the morning, and I feel like that's gonna come pretty soon. Pause. Anyways, that's the video for you guys. If you like this video, again, sit back. You're going to enjoy a lot of content. Like I said, I'm going to be sharing a lot of tips, a lot of strategies that I'm using along the way as I go through this process. So hopefully I can encourage you and you can learn a thing or two and apply those information to your life and help you succeed at some of the fitness goals that you have as a fitness dad, as a hybrid dad, as an entrepreneur that used to be in shape, now got out of shape and trying to get back into it. That's the video for you guys. And if you guys enjoy the content, let me know in the comments. By the way, the last thing I want to share with you guys is, let me know in the comments, by the way, what's the name that you want to call this series? Like, this series going up again, I have a couple of names out here, and I know I keep digressing, I keep switching, that my buddy Chris Barricade shared with me. Let me know what you feel about this series. I think the series that he mentioned was, the name that Chris Barricade and Matt Ogus suggested was The Ultimate Hybrid Athlete. Because I guess we're running in bodybuilding. And again, maybe that's a good idea. If you think that sounds good, let me know. And if you have a better idea, let me know in the comments too. And again, this video is taking so long, and I appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.